What does it take to be a good leader? I've worked with hundreds. I'm going to tell you the top 5 things you have to do. When we can live life on our terms, on a holistic level, taking into account not just our business lives, but also our health, all of our relationships, from friends, family, to our partners, the world changes. All right, so first off, congratulations for investing the time and choosing to figure out, hey, how can I become a great leader? A lot of people don't. A lot of people actually end up defaulting into leadership. But if you can follow these 5 simple steps, the world is yours. And I've had the good fortune to work with people literally all over the world and help, I don't know how many companies 10x and how many others go from entrepreneurial all the way to billion-dollar market caps. And the coaching and working with CEOs and senior leadership teams, these are very consistent things that need to happen. The first one, and one of the primary obligations as a senior leader, if you want to be a good leader, is to have a clear vision. Most organizations are growing by default. Oh, we could do this, or oh, we could do that, or maybe we'll go there, or oh, we could do this. When you have a leader that has a crystal clear vision of saying, no, this is the mountain we're going to go climb. This is where we want to go. This is what amazing looks like. I'm not sure how we're getting there yet, but this is where, as a team, I think we can go and what I want to do. Now, ideally, that leader is going to collaborate with the team so that it becomes a unified vision. But the number one thing for a senior leader is to come up with a clear, unified vision of where the organization is going. Second, making sure that you build a team, and not just any team, but an amazing team. And to steal from Jim Collins, right people, right seats on the bus. Right people, those are people who share your values. So you have to be clear on who you are. Values are those in cornerstones of who we are down in our deep in our soul. If you have people who maybe don't share your values, it doesn't mean they're a bad person. It just doesn't mean they're a good fit for your organization. But when you find the right people, they share your values. And then they're in the right seat, meaning they know how to do the business or do that particular job better than anybody else, and they're actually going to push you to get better. That's your second key thing. So the first thing is a clear vision. The second is making sure that you build a team. It's not just any team, but it's amazing people who share your values and are great at what they do. The third step is making sure that you help orchestrate, not do it, but orchestrate the creation of a clear plan. We have a clear vision. You have an amazing team. Now everybody on the team has to know, how am I contributing? How is my department contributing to achieving that dream? How does that happen? And then what is the plan that we're doing so that we know we're going to make sure we achieve it? So first thing, clear vision. Second thing, right people, right seats. Third place is is everybody contributing to achieve that? How do they know when they're winning? And what is the plan we have? Simple is better. When I'm working with my strategy groups, I steal from Mark Twain with the phrase that says, I'm sorry this letter's so long, I didn't have time to write a short one. This is where investing the time and energy to be simple and clear in your vision and in your plans, less is more. It'll pay off dividends all day long. So the fifth thing then is to transition from being a doer to really being a champion. How do you become a teacher, a facilitator, and a coach for your team? Meaning, just because you can doesn't mean you should. And this is one of the biggest growth challenges I see with senior leaders, particularly in the entrepreneurial space, is usually it's a founder or somebody who was involved early and they had to do everything. And actually they could, and they were pretty good at it. But now they're becoming the choke point. So as they clarify the vision, they delegate everything out to those people who are better at it. They have a clear plan on how they're going to achieve it. Then how can you become the champion, the teacher, the facilitator, the coach to empower your team to become the very best they possibly can? Remove those obstacles, help improve their skills, help them make sure they have the resources they need. When there's disputes, be curious, listen to both sides, but then make the call. Help people become through that. But how is it you can become their champion, that teacher, facilitator, coach? And then lastly, and it sounds simple, but it isn't always easy, is to be ultra consistent. If you're one of those leaders that's like, oh, we're going to go over here, and then it's like, oh, shiny object, squirrel, we're going to go over here, oh, we're going to go over here, you end up giving your people whiplash. They're lost where they're going. So this is where it doesn't mean that you can't adjust. You have to adjust. But how can you be consistent? How can you walk the walk so that you're leading by example? You're modeling the behaviors you want. But then how can you have not zero tolerance, but very little tolerance, that spirit of curiosity as the teacher, the facilitator, and the coach, and help empower people? Because when you're crystal clear on the vision, you've put the right people in the right seats, and they have a plan to do that, the right people are going to step up, and the wrong people are going to step out. When you do these things, these are ways that you can go through, and that's what it means to be a good leader. Think of yourself as as a symphony conductor. You could be a one-man band, and maybe you were before, but no matter how good you are, you can't play the strings and the horns and all the different segments. You have to be able to orchestrate it so that beautiful music comes. Ideally, you found some value with this. If you have any questions, you're welcome to reach out to us at lifeon-yourterms.com. And we talk a lot about what it looks like to be a holistic, integrated quality leader in that. And we have courses and other pieces with it. Please feel free to share this. And you got any questions, reach out. Keep smiling.